Hi, my name is Chris Forbush. Today is Friday, February 10th, 2012, and in this video I'm going to be doing a reading from both Daily Reflections, which is a book used by Alcoholics Anonymous, and 366 Encouragements for Prosperity, written by Yvonne K. D. Now these books are very interesting because they discuss substance abuse recovery, God, of course this one does, and then Encouragements for Prosperity helps you with your finance management. I've been doing a lot of really complex videos and really just like overwhelming myself with the responsibilities of trying to make it so heavy duty. And I've done a lot of meditation and prayer, thinking of what I need to do to make these more interesting. And I'm just going to cut it down to these two books. And every now and then you'll find references from other books and stuff that I'm reading. But I'm doing this for many reasons. One, to make it easier, because it still has the point, and two, to make it more universal. So without further ado, let's get into it. The topic from Daily Reflections for today is called, I Don't Run the Show. When we became alcoholics, crushed by a self-imposed crisis we could not postpone or evade, we had to fearlessly face the proposition that either God is everything or else he is nothing. God either is or he isn't. What was our choice to be? That comes from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 53. Today my choice is God. He is everything. For this I am truly grateful. When I think I am running the show, I am blocking God from my life. I pray I can remember this when I allow myself to get caught up into self. The most important thing today I am willing to grow along spiritual lines, and that God is everything. When I was trying to quit drinking on my own, it never worked. With God and AA, it is working. This seems to be a simple thought for a complicated alcoholic. This topic, I should say, is very, very precise with me alone, because I get into these superhero mind states where I actually kind of get lost, and I start listening to like a lot of hardcore straight edge music, and that stuff is all very good. I'm not criticizing it nonetheless at all. But I'm saying, like, I get into states of mind where I think I'm like some kind of like superhero and some kind of like metaphysical deity of some sort, and I think that I've got it all figured out. And that's when I start saying, hey God, you know what, I've got this, I don't need you right now, I'll let you know when I do. And that's wrong, because I'm not serving him or letting him help me when I do that. I'm completely serving my own interest. So, it's very interesting that they mention that when I think I'm running the show, I am blocking God from my life. I have a serious problem with that, and I'm pretty sure that most of us other people who are trying to get over drugs, who think, I can handle it, I've got this handled, I don't need anybody else, I don't need God or anything, I'll just do it on my own, have failed over and over and over again. You cannot do it without God. Simply as that. If you have, more power to you. But the largest part of the people that I've dealt with and talked to through meetings and groups and videos and whatnot have said that once they decided to make a spiritual surrender to God and ask him for help, ask him to, as they say, humbly ask him to remove all our shortcomings, things started working. There is no other way than with God. I don't know if you can see it, probably not at least, but I've got it written on the shelf up here. It's really cool. I look at that all the time. I just want to read a couple pieces from this. When we became alcoholics, crushed by a self-imposed crisis we could not postpone or evade, we had to fearlessly face the proposition that God is everything or else he is nothing. A lot of people who I've seen either still in the addiction cycles or trying to come through it have a lot of anger with God. Like it's his fault. Like, oh, God didn't protect me from going to that house and getting high. God didn't stop me from going to that bar and getting drunk that night. God didn't stop me from hitting that guy. Simple little things like that, when, you know what, we are the ones with the free agency. We are those ones who are put down here to live our life, to be tested. And what happens is our fault. We are responsible for our own fate. Now, we can be assured that if we live a life with God, the things will be much more precise. They won't always be perfect, but they will be much more precise and understandable. And it's a no-brainer that me, myself, I'm a lot happier now. I don't have to worry so much about whether or not my family is satisfied with me. I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And though it's no cakewalk, I'm having a lot of things going on in my life right now. Regardless, though, I refuse to allow that to stop me. Today from Encouragement for Prosperity, it's called The Right Kind of Help. This one says, money is an emotional as well as an economic commodity. And that was given by Judith Brown. You're all grown up. What do you mean you can't handle your money? That kind of judging or scolding from others or ourselves is not helpful in recovery. People who understand finances are a valuable source of help. However, it is not enough to go to a financial planner unless they understand the reasons why we got into financial difficulty. Accepting that money is an emotional commodity helps us understand how it is related to our damaged self-esteem. Then we can find the help we need to learn to control our money instead of letting it control us. There is much of that help, support, love, and care available as we move into recovery. And the affirmation here at the bottom of the page, it says, I affirm my ability to find the support and help that is most valuable for me. Once again, I affirm my ability to find the support and help that is most valuable for me. Now, how many of you can relate to that? You have a bad day, you go out and you spend a lot of money, and it makes you feel better for a second, but once you get back home, you put the stuff away, and there you are. That much less money in your account, and the issue is still there. It's another form of escapism and addiction for me. I have a huge money problem, and that's why I'm hoping that doing these videos, I can learn something for myself, and I can hopefully teach something to somebody else. Money is an emotional as well as an economic commodity. We can all relate. You spend these things to settle your emotions, you feel better for a little bit, you don't feel better after a while, and all of a sudden you still have to pay the bills, and it causes more problems. And there's a quote here at the very beginning. It says, you're all grown up, what do you mean you can't handle your own money? That does damage you. I've thought about that many times about myself, and I get really mad. And then I try to set these high standards. I'm going to get 50% of my bills. I'm going to put 50% into savings. What does that leave you for simple little pleasures, day-to-day things like getting a drink, or, like buying a pair of shoes when you need a new pair? Things like that are really damaging. We need to affirm our ability to find the support and help that is most valuable for us. What I think that means mostly is that it's not going to hurt us if we reach out for help and say, hey, look, I can't handle my finances. I need some assistance here trying to figure out how to plan them and to manage my money better. Accepting that money is an emotional commodity helps us understand how it is related to our damaged self-esteem. Then we can find the help we need to learn to control our money instead of letting it control us. A lot of us in this world, I myself included, have defined ourselves by what it is we have. Those of us with nice cars, I've seen a lot of people with very nice cars tending to be very arrogant. And I've seen a lot of people with not so nice cars really, really down in the dumps because they don't have a nice vehicle. Silly little things. It's the things that come out of us that define our character. I know in this video I've kind of rambled. I haven't really been sleeping well lately, and thank goodness I'm still sober. We're actually about 5 days away from 30 days for me, and it feels very good. I hope that in ways that I'm changing these videos and adding new things to them, that you all can find some interest in these and find it to be a little more universal and welcoming. Please share these videos with other people. If you have any questions or suggestions, advice of any sort, please leave it in a comment or send me a message. Out of humor, I'm thinking the stuff behind me would be very well put to be a bookshelf, so I look like one of these really intelligent guys. But I think what I'm doing here is what creates my intelligence. I'm really hoping that I'm helping other people. I know that it's helping me. And I just want to tell you all thank you so much for having listened to these and giving all the suggestions and support. God bless you all. Stay sober and take care of yourself. Peace.